Section 8 Prejudice. Maybe I spent $15 on that, and I beat it in less than 4 hours. Orion Dino Beatdown. Oh my god. I thought that was going to be a cool dino shooter. No, it's more like Killing Floor, except with dinosaurs and really bad graphics. And oh my god, I really wish I never spent $15 on that. Let's see. By the way, you should be taking notes. If I don't like a game, it's probably a really bad game. Either that, or it's a puzzle, or RTS. I really don't like RTS games, even though I've played Warcraft 3 a lot, and I played StarCraft a lot, and what about StarCraft 2? No, StarCraft 2 sucks. Fuck you. And Age of Empires and stuff like that. You know, it's like stuff that I played back in the day when my computer sucked and I couldn't really play anything else. It was like a desperation game. They're desperation games for me. RTS? Yeah, sure, can't run anything else. But now, I only play first-person shooters and horror and RPGs. First-person, third-person, horror, and RPGs. If it's first-person horror RPG, sign me the fuck up. I love survival horror too. Survival horror is awesome. Resident Evil 4 and 5. Oh my god. Gamegasm. I don't care what people said about Resident Evil 5. That was the shit. That game was the shit. I love that game. Frickin' love that game. Resident Evil 4, I had it for the GameCube, which was probably the only way to play it. Because back in the day, you know, it's like before it came out to the PS2, it came out on the PS2, you know, PlayStation junkies were really pissed that it only came out on the GameCube. And then Sony's like, oh, we're sorry. Here's a port to the PS2, and we'll include a special Ashley invincibility cheat and Leon. I forgot what they do with Leon, but I know the Wii version had Leon as a gangster. And Infinite Tommy Gun. But, you know, GameCube version was really the only way to play it. Even though GameCube was not designed for first-person shooters, or third-person shooters, or anything that involved aiming a gun. Metroid Prime being the sole exclusion. Fuck you if you can think of other games that have been over-the-shoulder shooters and stuff like that for the GameCube that have been really good, because I'm not really much of a GameCube player. I only played GameCube because it had Super Smash Bros. Melee and friggin' Resident Evil 4. I was just talking about that and I forgot what it was. Oh, fuck me. So anyway, yeah. Not much of a console gamer. In the limbo period that I had a job and didn't have enough money to buy my new computer, I was playing Xbox 360. And the only things that I played on the Xbox 360 was Oblivion, as far as I can remember, because everything else... Oblivion and Ghostbusters. I can't remember playing anything else, really, except for Mass Effect 1. I keep changing my mind. Yeah, Mass Effect 1, Oblivion, and Ghostbusters. That's the only ones. Those are the only ones that I can remember ever playing at my house. Because my brother owned all the other games. And, he always got pissed at me if I if I play like his Halo games or something. I don't know. I was never good at first-person shooters on the consoles.
I didn't think you were brave enough to face me in the flesh.
It matters not.
Yeah, I've never been good at first-person shooters on the consoles. The sticks are like not responsive enough. They're not responsive enough at all. That's why you should absolutely never play Serious Sam on the consoles, because Twitch shooters should never be ported to consoles, ever. Twitch shooters are a big no-no.
Need more time.
Twitch shooters, big no-no. You can't respond fast enough with an analog stick. Cannot respond fast enough. Twitch shooters require split-second reaction time. And I'm not talking about Serious Sam 3. Serious Sam 3 is, you know, it's fine to play on. It's fine to play on the frickin' consoles, although I don't know why you would. But I'm talking about Serious Sam 1 and 2. First encounter and second encounter. They may be ported to the Xbox 360 on Xbox Live, but Xbox Live Arcade, but you should never ever play those on the console. Never play those on the console. Let's see, what's the... Okay, yeah, nothing new. So, just a little advice there. Never play a Twitch shooter on a console. It will fuck you over. Nice. I've already got my DPS up over 100. That's pretty good.
No doubt the desert has swallowed its share of ancient texts over the ages.
I often wonder what ancient magic lies hidden here.
That's pretty good.
Perhaps we will be lucky enough to uncover some forgotten texts.
So yeah, no Twitch shooters. Skyrim for the console, really? No. Skyrim was originally... The Elder Scrolls series should really only be for the PC. But I can see why not a lot of people can afford the kind of computer that Skyrim requires. I happen to be one of the lucky ones that can afford a computer that Skyrim requires. At a very reasonable price, too. A lot of people pay like $2,500 for their gaming computers and still have trouble running Skyrim. I paid $1,500 for mine, and it runs Skyrim like a dream. So, suck on it. Haha. Anyways, Skyrim for the console, really, I am disappointed. I am so disappointed. Because Skyrim is one of those games that you can't play, you can't enjoy it to its fullest without mods. Mods make the game. They provide bug fixes, they provide all kinds of extra content without DLCs. Hell, I'm pretty sure that Dawnguard could possibly be a mod. I'm not saying it is, but it is possible for someone to make a mod similar in quality to Dawnguard. Similar in quality to Dawnguard. I'm just lying. Nobody can make a mod that good, but there are other things that modded Skyrim provides that
I'll explain why when we get there.
a console vanilla version wouldn't, such as extra races, more quests, extra quests, extra areas, moon path to elsewhere. That is an entirely new area, or an entirely new land, an entirely new quest, and it's very high quality. It's got voice actors and everything. It's awesome, and it's not for the console. Haha, suck it.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
And also, you know, you get tired of the boring vanilla weapons. It's like, oh my god, I've seen these weapons all the time, everywhere, forever. I can't stand it. Oh my god, jeez. Well, guess what? There's mods that increase the amount of weapons available by like 1,000. I'm not kidding. There's like a mod that adds 52 new steel weapons. There's a mod that adds a completely new element of weapons. There's a mod that completely adds completely new weapons built from scratch. The same thing with armor. You know, you got your standard. You got your steel and your iron and your leather and your hide and your studded leather and your glass and your ebony and your elven and your daedric and your dragon and am I leaving anything out? Orcish and dwarven and stuff like that. But then the mods, they add new armor like silver dragon armor, which looks totally badass. It looks totally badass. And you get armor, you can add armor. There's mods for armor from other games, like Isaac Clarke's armor. Isaac Clarke's engineering suit, you can have that. You can download that. There's Dwarven stone armor, which is just a retexture of the Dwarven armor, but it looks like stone. It's a refreshing deviation from the standard, you know, yellow-ish armor. And then there's the Silverlight armor, the CBBE Silverlight armor, which looks totally sexy and awesome, and totally hardcore. And it comes with a weapon, a pair of weapons, glaives, war glaives, you know, like the kind that Illidan Stormrage has. Oh, get back here, you. No, you don't. Anyway, it's got the kind of weapon. It's got warglaives like Illidan Stormrage has, and it looks totally boss. You can't have it for male characters. It's female only. That's okay because I like playing as female characters a lot. There's mods for the more perverted people. Believe it or not, there's a mod that adds Futanari characters. That is characters that are girls who have dicks. I do not have that mod. I looked at that mod and I said, you know what, I'm not that sick. So, but there are mods that remove the underwear of the females. CBBE, UNP, stuff like that, and it's also a refreshing change. It really gives the M rating of Run for its money. Really gives it a reason to have an M rating. Hell, there's even prostitution mods where you with actual sex animations and stuff. So you can really have that wedding night you've always wanted. Forever alone. There's weapon armor mods. Yeah, weapon mods. You know the manga Berserk? Well, you can have Guts' armor. You can get Guts' armor and his Dragon Slayer sword. And that is totally awesome. You can play as Guts, or as I like to call him, Gats, because Gats is his the Japanese version's name. Guts is the English version name. So it's Gats,
I would
G-A-T-T-S.
not be so certain.
I
Belial has
prefer to
no
refer to him
doubts,
as
I'm
that.
sure.
A disturbing thought.
Let's see, Triss Marigold's armor, you can have that. You can download that.
Need more time.
Morrowind style glass armor. And Morrowind armors like Bone and Chitin, and Bone Mold, and other good stuff like that. Actual glass armor, stuff that doesn't look like it's blue and dark greenish. It's actual light green and it's got glass spikes and stuff. It's very, very pretty. And all this stuff can be yours if you get Skyrim for the PC. And you know, and there's monster mods that add, like, the Skyrim monster mod adds over 300 new monsters, over 300 new creatures from other video games like The Witcher 2 and from Stalker, monsters from Stalker, and other many other monsters. Monsters from previous Elder Scrolls games. I really wish they would add necromorphs, but they have their own special animations that I don't think your standard modder is capable of. But you know, it's really great. And installing the mods, you know, yeah, there's some kind of there's always complications when installing mods. You know, you could get crashes, you could something couldn't work right. You get the notorious square exclamation point instead of the actual object. But that's all par for the course when you want extra content for your game without paying for a fucking DLC. I mean, what's the point of DLCs anyway? Hey, we released this full game, but later on we're going to release more content for the game as if we didn't finish it, and you're going to have to pay for it. So we are not giving you the full game. We are giving you a partial game.
Everything worth doing is.
We are giving you a partial game, and you will have to buy the extra. You will have to buy the rest of it over a series of many months.
Sure, there's more buyers in the city, but I like it up here. Better view, no pesky guards.
You'll have to buy the extra parts of the game over a series of many months, and you know, DLC is not just indicative of PS3 and just the consoles. You know, it's DLC for PC too, but moddable games takes care of that. You know, it's like some of the mods for Skyrim are actually better than any DLC could possibly hope to provide. Like, you can't get 300 new monsters, different new monsters for with a DLC. You couldn't possibly hope to achieve that. Couldn't possibly hope.
Why do you fight so much with Lyndon?
Listen to me. You must be headed to the Oasis.
So, you know,
I
it's
can open this gate for you.
it being a PC gamer is really so. This is my opinion. This is probably the only opinion any PC gamer will ever give towards consoles. Consoles are crap. Why are consoles better? Well, because they're cheaper. They're cheaper, and they have, well, they certainly don't have a wider variety of games. PCs have a lot more games than consoles do. And, well, you can't play a NES game in an Xbox 360, but you can play an NES game on a PC. So, well then why don't you just get out your NES and play that on your TV? You can play the NES. Well, the NES is old by now, and it's bound to have glitches, and you don't have to blow on an emulator in order to make it work. Also, there's chances that the game is worn out by the time you pull it out again. I said pull it out. Anyway. And, you know, your TV might not be compatible, you might not have an old enough TV to actually hook up an NES, or something like that. And, of course, people who want to play NES games usually just get an emulator and play it on their PCs, and they are still console gamers. But that's, therefore, that being a bad example of why PCs are better than consoles. Let's see. With PCs, you can adjust the graphical settings to maximum. Guess what? Console games are optimized for the console. You're not getting the best graphics out there. You're not getting the best graphics by a long shot. Let me tell you. Skyrim on the console, you all know that issue you have with the resolution. You know, it's either the icons are really small. You can't read it very well because you either have a too big of a TV or too old of a TV, and the resolution just isn't compatible. That's not a problem with PCs. You know, you're up close, right there, up close. You can adjust the resolution to fit your PC's screen. You can adjust the graphics to fit your PC's specifications. That is, if it meets it in the first place. But that's not my point. My point is that consoles are optimized for best performance. They're not optimized for best quality. You will get frame drops occasionally with a console, and it is true you will get frame drops more often with a PC running at max settings than you will with a console. But that is easily remedied by downloading patches, bug fixes, upgrading your PC, and overall improving your gaming experience. You're getting better graphics, better performance, and you're also getting better control. Because a mouse and a keyboard, well, there's just no comparison. A mouse and a keyboard provides precision, more precise than a console controller. And I can say that without a doubt, because I've played both consoles and I have played on the PC. And I gotta say, first-person gaming is better on the PC simply because there's more precision involved. That you get more precision out of a mouse and keyboard than you do out of an analog stick, an analog controller. Because you can adjust the sensitivity to your specifications, to your own preferences on a PC mouse. You can do the same on a controller, but not as precisely. The sensitivity on a mouse can be adjusted to your preferences to a T. If the game doesn't offer the preferences you want, you can go into the INI files, and you can adjust manually. You can adjust the sensitivity manually from there, and you can have it as sensitive as you want or as unresponsive as you want. Let me tell you something. Xbox 360 games and PS3 games don't have INI files that you can modify on the fly. Sure, you can take it apart and hook it up to your computer and look through the files manually, but it's probably just all in C code and unreadable. to the naked eye, or to the untrained eye, I should say, and modifying it is probably illegal because it voids the warranty, A, and B, modifying an Xbox or modifying a PS3 is illegal. If you go online with it and it's modded, then you're going to get in serious trouble. Because people don't care whether or not you just modded it to adjust the preferences or not. When people see modded Xboxes or modded consoles otherwise, they think that you modified the game so you could cheat. And that brings me to another point. Console commands! That's right, console commands. The modder's dream. Console commands are not available on consoles. Ironically. They're not available on consoles, so therefore you cannot manipulate the game as you mod it. You can't do anything except play the game. If, for example, you're playing Skyrim on a console, and you get caught, like you get stunned or locked, or you drop, or you glitch a quest item through the floor or something, and it's lost forever. Well, guess what? It's lost forever. You can't do anything. But if you're playing on a PC, you can open up the console, type in the item ID, type in the item ID, and you can spawn another quest item, the same quest item, in your inventory. And voila, you are no longer fucked. Or if you get caught and you can't move, jumping repeatedly doesn't help at all, and you know, you can't do anything on a console, you're fucked. You have to restart from your last save. But on a PC, you can type in TMM or you can type in TCL or whatever the console command is, I forget, whatever console command it is for clipping mode, and you can clip right out of the wall and out of your little trap that you got yourself into, without having to load your last save. Also, speaking of saves, quick saving! Oh yes, quick saving. That is the major advantage that PC gamers have over console gamers. Quick saving. Checkpoints? Bleh. Checkpoints are for babies. Ugh. Checkpoints are for babies. Unless, of course, you're playing a ported Xbox game. A game that's ported to the PC from the Xbox, in which case you can't have... You have to live with checkpoints, but Skyrim, quick save! Quick save is awesome. It's quick, and it's convenient, and I love it. Let's see, what else does PC gaming have over console gaming? Well, modability. You can't mod a Xbox without getting into trouble. You can mod a PC as much as you want because, hey, it's your PC. And modding a PC doesn't do anything to affect your online gaming experience. So there you go. You can mod a PC, you can overclock it, make it even better. You can install new software, you can install new hardware, install new software. You can make it faster, better, stronger than it was before. Basically, you can pimp it out and nobody will care. Because that's what PCs are meant to do. They're meant to pimp them out. They're meant to be the best things ever. And they are. But there is one thing that I'm jealous about console games. The Halo series. I really want to play the Halo series. I want to play it on a PC. But unfortunately, Microsoft is being a dick and says, heh, we're going to have it for the Xbox 360 and nothing else. So, screw you! And I say, fuck you, Microsoft. I don't like your games anymore. Fuck you, Bungie. Fuck you.